Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy today's video. And I apologize for any grammatical or spelling errors. You and Levi gape at the person in shock. You glance over at Levi and see his hurt expression. Moblet fucking burner. Levi spits out. Why hello there. Moblet says, grinning as he walks in and stands beside Kai. Levi lets out a laugh. Almost in disbelief. Why don't you look beautiful as always? Even in this condition. Moblet says, laughing, pointing towards your state. Your hands cuffed behind your back and a cut on your lip. He was the perfect mole for them. He would relay all of Hanji's research to them and keep an eye on the scout members. Your brain feels like it's going to implode. Moblet laughs when he receives no response from you. I think this will catch your attention, YN. I'm not the only spy. You look up at him with an eyebrow raised. Moblet looks over at the blonde woman again and she gives him a grin and nods. I think you'll enjoy this surprise too. He says and looks over at the entrance to the room. A figure steps in with his hands behind his back and a smile on his face. You. What? It's good to see you again, YN. Levi. Wait, I don't get it. TCH. You said there was one spy amongst us. Levi says as he glares at Kai. Well, technically there's just one spy amongst you scouts. Kai says nonchalantly. Well, boss needed someone who would push Erwin to take the scouts outside the walls according to our plan's convenience. You think this mission was a coincidence? Huh? You're as naive as ever. But again, even Erwin couldn't see through my manipulation either. Hey oldie, you need to stop talking so much. Or you'll just choke on your own spit and die. Zachary laughs and stands in front of you with a condescending smile. Now no. We wouldn't want that now, would we? Absolutely no. I want to be the one to kill you. You say, returning the smile to Zachary. You could see his eyebrow twitch at your remark and you know you hit the spot. He raises his hand and lands a harsh slap on your cheek. It's rude to threaten your superior like that, YN. And it's rude to kill people, you deranged fuck. Yet here we are. You hear Levi let out a laugh. Whatever. Leave them be. Don't add fuel to the fire. They're going to be dead pretty soon anyway and we need to discuss a certain matter. The blonde woman speaks up and Zachary steps back, immediately turning to her. Kai, come with us for a while and then keep an eye on these two. You can do whatever you want with YN. As for Levi Ackerman, you can have your fun, but we need him alive. And with that she turns on her feet and walks out of the room, followed by everyone else. Kai turns to you with a loathsome grin on his face as he steps towards you, yanking your hair to make you look up at him. Well, you heard the boss. I'll be back, Dove, don't worry. Try not to miss me too much. Hey, step away from her. Oh no, Levi. You're gonna watch me do to YN what I did to your beloved little sister. In a while, of course. And with that Kai rushes out the door, locking it behind him. You hear their footsteps and chatter die down as they walked farther away. I am so sorry, YN, I don't know H. Levi, stop. It's fine. You acted out on what information and facts you had at that moment in time. No one can really blame you. Capital B. No, listen, it doesn't matter, no. We cannot let these people execute their plan. We have to get out of here and stop these people. Levi shuts up and looks at you for a moment before nodding his head. But we don't even know where we are. Like hell, we don't even know whether we're inside the walls or still outside the walls. I think we're inside the walls. If their hideout was outside, then the scouts would have stumbled upon it somehow. And even if not that, it's clear that the Lords are involved in this too. They would need a place where the Lords could reach easily. And on top of that, they would need a lot of supplies and bodies for their experiments, which would be very difficult to smuggle outside of the walls even with Zachary on their side. Being inside Wall Cena would be ideal for their plan, since if they did turn into Titans, then all the people would be trapped between these morons and the Titans outside the walls, but the Lords would not want anything like that near where they live. So my guess is that we're inside Wall Rose. It's an ideal location. They'd get supplies from Wall Maria and Wall Rose while they receive funding from Wall Cena. There aren't many lords within wall rows anyway. You complete your rant and look over at Levi, who's staring at you with a small smile on his face. What? Nothing. Let's say that your theory is correct and we are inside wall rows. How do you plan on getting out and reaching out for help? You let out a long sigh. You'll have to go alone. What? No way am I leaving my comrade here alone. You hard-headed asswipe. You don't have an option. My leg is injured, I cannot run. I'll hold this place down until you escape. We leave together. Capital N. We leave together. Jesus, shut up and listen to me. No. Ugh. We would have one shot at escaping. I cannot run. And besides, if I'm lucky, then they won't kill me right away. They'll just use me as a leverage to get to you, Mikasa and Historia. Capital I. No, we leave together. You let out a frustrated groan. Either you go alone and somehow manage to get reinforcements to stop these people, or we die here and literally everyone else within the walls die. Levi struggles against his restraints as a flow of profanities leave his mouth. This isn't fair. It isn't, but it's our best shot. Fine. How do you plan on getting out of the cuffs? You smirk at Levi and give him a wink before you grab your left thumb and dislocate your thumb joint. Son of a burnt avocado toast. You yelp out, taking a few deep breaths and pulling your hand out of the cuffs. Jesus, what the fuck, YN? You force out a laugh and stand up on your wobbly feet, taking a few moments to compose yourself. If you want me to break my thumb to get out, I'm not doing that. You laugh at Levi's horrified expressions. Calm down. Not everyone can do this, one of the few perks of having joint hypermobility syndrome. You hop over to Levi and kneel down in front of him. The close proximity between the two of you making your heart skip a beat. Even in the bruised and bloody state he was pretty. What the hell, YN? Snap out of it. This is a live or die situation. You can stare all you want once we get out of here, YN. A blush creeps up your face and you shake your head, reaching up, pulling a hairpin out of your hair. Don't flatter yourself, I was just looking at the bruises and cuts on your face. You say and quickly push your hairpin in the keyhole, trying to unlock the cuffs. In a different scenario I wouldn't have minded the cuffs on you, Levi. You smack his arm and he lets out a laugh before his expressions grow serious again. You're fixated on unlocking his handcuffs and you could feel his intense gaze on you. You can stare all you want once we get out of here, Levi. You say, mocking him. Levi doesn't respond but continues to stare at you. Hecking weirdo. With a click his handcuffs unlock. As soon as his hands are free he lunges forward, embracing you in a tight hug. Capital I. I know you don't want to hear it now, but I really am sorry for the way I acted, YN. Stay alive so I can make it up to you. You smile at his words. Okay, don't go all mushy on me, no. We still have a mission to complete. We'll go back in our previous positions and when Kai comes back we can take him down. Sounds like a plan. Levi says and lets go of you. He holds his hands behind his back and you hop back over at your spot, resuming your previous position. 15 minutes later. That was one boring ass meeting, I cannot wait to get this party started. Kai says, bursting through the door. You roll your eyes, he has no clue what's coming his way. Moron. He walks in and goes straight to Levi as he stands towering over his kneeling frame. Well, I hope you're not too tired, Ackerman, you have to work. You quickly get up, grabbing the wooden chair you were tied up on, sneaking up behind Kai and bashing it on his back with enough force to break the chair. Son of a bitch. Kai screams out, turning with so much rage the blow barely shaking him up. You stumble a few steps back, standing in your defensive pose. Sorry, but you don't get to talk, Kai. You see Levi get up and he pounces on Kai from behind. With one wrist still cuffed and the other free, he uses the handcuffs chain part to wrap around Kai's throat and start suffocating him as Levi tightens his grip. You see Kai struggling and fighting against the chain around his neck that's preventing him from breathing, and you quickly jump in, grabbing Kai's hands and attempting to injure him enough to prevent him from fighting back or hurting Levi. This is for killing Ella. Your last memory is going to be of an Ackerman killing your pathetic psychotic ass. Levi scowls bitterly. You. Kai struggles. Choking, and you could see him drifting in and out of his conscious state because of the lack of oxygen. After what seemed like forever, you see Kai go limp. You look up to see Levi still applying pressure on his throat. He almost looked scary. Levi. I think that's enough. Levi seemed to ignore you as his grip does not seem to loosen. Levi. You almost yell at him, grabbing his hand and tugging on it hard enough to snap him out. He cannot stay alive. No. He snaps. His eyes giving away the fact that he wants nothing more than vengeance for his sister. Snap out of it. He's dead already. Levi's grip loosens at your words and he steps back with his head down. His hands clenching into tight fists as Kai's body falls to the ground with a thud. I'm sorry. He mumbles barely above a whisper. You look at him and see a tear run down his face that he quickly wipes away. It's fine, Levi. You say softly, reaching forward, grabbing his hand. I know how difficult it is to lose the ones close to you. You need to make it out alive for your sake as well as everyone's sake, including the scouts who you consider family. No. Don't let your comrades' deaths, Ella's death, be in vain. Levi takes your hand, squeezing it tightly as he takes a few deep breaths to calm himself down. We need to make it out alive, YN. I hope your hops can keep up with me. Wah. Levi's grip on your hand only tightens as he sprints out of the room, briefly pausing to close the door before he starts sprinting down the hallways. You're barely able to keep up with him with your sprained ankle. Good God, Levi. You whisper, scold him as you pull him back. What? You cannot go straight forward without knowing anything. We don't even know where the exit is. Levi doesn't seem to slow down as he keeps pulling you through the narrow hallways and through various doors. Who needs to know the exit when we can just jump out a window or something? Are you nuts? You plant your feet on the ground and stop, forcing Levi to stop in his tracks. He sighs, stopping and turning to face you. Okay, what's your plan then? I don't. Just then you hear some noises at the end of the hallway, so both of you quickly duck behind a wall at the turn you just made. This is exactly why you can't be that reckless. You scold Levi and he just rolls his eyes at you. The nerve. Don't roll your eyes at me. You whisper, smacking his arm. Okay, sorry. Shh. Both of you fall silent as the footsteps grow closer. Yeah, they're both locked up. I hope you'll keep your end of the deal. You have YN and Levi Ackerman. You'll have to leave Mikasa alone. No. You and Levi look at each other, confused. That voice, though, sounded so familiar. You get down on your knees slowly and slowly peek over the edge of the wall, seeing the same blonde man. You almost gasp when you see the person who is with the blonde man. What? Who is it? You quickly turn around and grab Levi's hand as you try walking in the opposite direction. No one. Just the blonde guy. Stop lying. Levi stops you and walks back as he peeks over the same spot. Eren. Hello, loves. I am so sorry for the delay. Please bear with me. I love all of you so much and thank you all for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and comment on my video and subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in reading NSFW fanfics, then please check out my Wattpad account at Captain Shorty's Ho. See you soon, loves.